Jodan Sancho's £91 million bid by Manchester United has been rejected by Borussia Dortmund. Welcome to United Social Television. Subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And you know, my previous story, if at all you watched in, was that Jodan Sancho has missed out on a flight of Borussia Dortmund as they headed to Munich to play their game against Bayern Munich tomorrow in the German Super Cup. And I was very spot on, and I told you that this might be something that we are underlooking, but it might have something else behind it, because Borussia Dortmund came out and said that the reason as to why they've not traveled with Jodan Sancho is that he had a problem with his respiratory problem. That is, respiratory is all about breathing, you know. So he had a problem in his breathing system, so that was the problem as to why they never worked with him. And they continued and said that they went ahead and tested him for COVID-19 and he was negative. So that's why they left him and they never traveled him with Bayern Munich. And I told you that there is no smoke without fire. And I told you that we have know the smoke now, and very soon the smoke or the fire will be known. And what is the fire? All the fire is Manchester United had made a bid to Borussia Dortmund on signing Jodan Sancho, and it was official, and it's the first bid for Manchester United on Jodan Sancho, and they had tabled £91.3 million, and they are planning to give them initial deposit of £73 million, raising up to 91.3, which fell short of Dortmund's 108 million valuation. So I came in here and I told you that something that you all don't expect might have happened for Jodan Sancho's deal or bid, or for Jodan Sancho not to travel to Borussia Dortmund in Munich, because it is unseen of when Borussia Dortmund is going to face one of the toughest teams or its biggest opponents or rivalries in the German football, and that is Bayern Munich, and they don't work with Jodan Sancho unless he's injured. And you can't tell me that he has respiratory problems, he is COVID, then they tested and he tested negative for COVID-19. So I told you in my previous video that there must be something that is being hid from us, the people who are watching it from afar. And thank God, news has come out in just an hour's time back, and Sky Sports has broken the deal that Jodan Sancho's bid, or Manchester United's bid for Jodan Sancho, has been rejected by Borussia Dortmund. This story was broken by Sky Sports, and it came as a breaking story, and they said Jodan Sancho has not flown with the rest of the Dortmund squad to the German Super Cup in Munich against Bayern due to a respiratory infection. He has tested negative for COVID-19. A bid was expected from the Premier League club this week, but all of the noises coming from Borussia Dortmund would suggest Sancho is staying at Germany. Early on Tuesday, German captain Marco Reus came out and said that Jodan Sancho is staying, but United have not given up on trying to sign the 20-year-old despite missing the 10th August deadline the Bundesliga club had said for the deal to be completed. So Manchester United, a deadline was set to them by Borussia Dortmund, and it wasn't reached, and it was 10th August, and Mike Zoll came and said, if at all no one has come in for Jodan Sancho, we are not giving him away. But the latest news we are getting is first bid of Manchester United, official bid of £91 million, has been rejected by Borussia Dortmund, and we expect Manchester United to make a second bid, and I think it will be a more improved bid, and I expect that bid to be of £100 million that Manchester United is going to offer to Borussia Dortmund today, I think. And you never know, on Wednesday, by the end of tomorrow, a deal might be struck between Manchester United and Borussia Dortmund, and that's the big reason as to why I think Jodan Sancho never traveled with Borussia Dortmund to Munich, because Borussia Dortmund now knows that Manchester United cannot fail to add only £9 million to make it £100 million to get the player they've been chasing the entire season. So that's the story of Jodan Sancho. Manchester United's 91 bid has been rejected by Borussia Dortmund, and Manchester United is preparing to put in a second bid to see to it that they get the signature of Jodan Sancho, because Solskjaer made him his priority signing of this summer. So Jodan Sancho to Manchester United is on. Trust me, it's on. It's not off, it's on. But the problem is Manchester United has not yet met the value of Borussia Dortmund that they really want from Jodan Sancho. Jodan Sancho, Borussia Dortmund wants £108 million, but Manchester United is offering only £91 million. And I'm sure that United is going to make a United is going to make another bid, and this bid is going to be equaling to £100 million. And I think Dortmund won't say no to this, because £8 million only won't see this deal fail off, because the player has already shown interest and he told the board way back that I would like to be sold to Manchester United, but I won't go on strike if at all I don't leave this summer. All I want hand in a transfer request. But today what has happened, Jodan Sancho has not traveled with Borussia Dortmund to Bayern, as they were going to play their German Super Cup tomorrow. That is a very big indicator that this deal is on. It's happening. If I was 90% sure that Jodan Sancho is coming to United, now I've added some other 4%. Now I'm on 94% sure that Jodan Sancho is going to be a Manchester United player by the end of this week or by the end of tomorrow, because United, after putting in a bid of £91.3 million and it has been rejected, it's preparing a more improved bid for Jodan Sancho. And the likes of Fabrizio Romano have come out and said that, where is Fabrizio? Fabrizio has come out and said Manchester United, during last contacts, Borussia Dortmund told again to Manchester United they won't accept any bid for less than $120 million, which is £108 million for Jodan Sancho. Still, same position, Manchester United FC were ready to make a new bid about £90 million, but it would be refused. Borussia Dortmund are still convinced to keep Jodan Sancho this season if Manchester United does not meet their asking price. So that's the news that Fabrizio Romano has told us about Jodan Sancho, and there is something that he has just tweeted 9 minutes ago saying there were club talks, and still same position about Jodan Sancho by Manchester United and Borussia Dortmund, that he has been told that there has no bid for Manchester United yet. But news is coming, and it's confusing, but one thing I know is United have made that bid, and that's why the people or the player in the names of Jodan Sancho has not traveled with the team to Munich today, because they know United is all over him and his heart is no longer it's no longer feels home at Borussia Dortmund. It wants to be playing anywhere, and it wants to be playing at Old Trafford or Manchester United. Jodan Sancho is a lad, 20 years old, one of the best talents as we speak in the world in his age bracket. You can compare him the likes of Kylian Mbappe, Marcus Rashford. I think that's the caliber of players he is in now, and the likes of Ansu Fati. Though Ansu Fati has not yet gathered the numbers that Jodan Sancho has gathered yet, but he started the season with a very big bang, closing to 2 goals in against Villarreal, an opener of Barcelona, where Messi also showed that he is still that player that the world has to look at. So the likes of Jodan Sancho are in that caliber of players that we can talk about. Marcus Rashford and Kylian Mbappe, below 23 years, there he is one of the best. So that's why he is being sold at that amount of money. And you know, United holds the record of the most expensive players that have ever come in Britain and all the Premier League. Remember, I think the most expensive signing ever in the Premier League is none other than Paul Pogba, who came in close to £90 million from Juventus. That was followed with Harry Maguire, close to £80 million, Romelu Lukaku, and very many more other players. And I think United is going to seal this deal, and Jodan Sancho is going to be the most expensive player ever bought in the Premier League, close to £108 million. No player has ever been bought this money in the Premier League, and no English player has ever been bought this money in the entire world. And he is making 2 records, and the second record is he's going to be the first British player to be bought £108 million from Borussia Dortmund to Manchester United, making him the most expensive British player ever since transfers have been in existence. So Manchester United's bid has been rejected by Borussia Dortmund. News has been reported and has been coming here by Sky Sports, saying that Manchester United's 91.3 bid has been rejected by Borussia Dortmund today. Despite the Dortmund hierarchy stating on several occasions, both before and after the deadline, that if it was not made, Sancho would remain with the club. Rumblings have continued over United submitting a bid before a transfer window closes. So the board, I was reading that from Sky Sports, but the board of Borussia Dortmund has come on and said that after the deadline of 10th August, we're not selling the player. But as you know, these are the gimmicks that Borussia Dortmund are saying, and United knows it better. That's why they have not stepped back on going for Jodan Sancho, because it's their priority signing this summer and he's needed at Manchester United. So Manchester United want to beat the deadline of 5th October. Remember, today is 29th and tomorrow is 30th. That means United is left with only 5 days to see to it that we complete this signing of Jodan Sancho. I know United is going in for it, and a second bid has to be made today. Trust me, if all goes well, Manchester United aren't giving up on Jodan Sancho, and by time it comes back tomorrow, Jodan Sancho might be a United player, and we might hear a tweet from Fabrizio Romano saying, here we go, Jodan Sancho. All Manchester United have agreed on a deal for Jodan Sancho. He will tell us the amount of money that has been agreed, because where United is, it's not bad. We are just 19 million pounds away from this deal, and United cannot fail to accomplish this deal, because this is the usual things that Manchester United have been doing. You know, the likes of Harry Maguire, Bruno Fernandes, go on to Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Paul Pogba. This is usual Manchester United. The same thing happened to Di Maria when he's coming from Real Madrid. Remember, he came to United at a fee of 53 million pounds or 58, I don't remember. But remember how the deal lagged, and towards the end of the season, towards the end of the transfer window, the lad, the Brazilian, came in here at United and started playing for the club. So this is what Manchester United does best, or worst. And that's why we hate Ed Woodward and his board and Matt Judge, the chief negotiator of Manchester United. They will take months negotiating a deal, yet they know at the end of the deal they're going to pay the same amount of money. It has happened to all the players that we've bought at Manchester United, the likes of Harry Maguire, Paul Pogba, Mario Lukaku, Bruno Fernandes, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. So all those players, it has happened because the way they negotiated deal is like they're amateurs into the deal. That's why Patrice Evra came up and said United needs to use its legends to negotiate these deals and talk to these players, because certain things aren't only business. All the clauses of lawyers, it really needs a person who has the name and who was on that pitch to go into and convince a player so that he does anything possible to come to Manchester United. So Manchester United's bid has been rejected, but I'm sure another bid is going to be made again tonight, a second one as well, and it's going to be accepted. I think United is going to make an improved bid to Borussia Dortmund to see to it that they get the player Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has made his priority signing since the transfer window started. Remember, United has only signed one player, and that goes by the names of Dan Van Beek from FC Porto, and he was signed at 40 million pounds. It was a quick deal because I always told you that it was a quick deal because Edwin van der Sar, the football director, is a United legend, and that's why it never lagged long to see the lad coming at Manchester United. It happened in the nick of time, but if at all it was not Van der Sar being at Ajax, till now, you never know, Manchester United wouldn't have signed any player. It's happening to Alex Tellez. You are hearing the news. Personal terms agreed. The player wants to come at Manchester United, but there is a hing, and what is hindering this deal to happen is Manchester United with its chief negotiator and the board. They are saying, we are giving you 12 million pounds for Alex Tellez. FC Porto wants between 18 and 20 million pounds. United is saying, no, please, the player's contract is expiring soon and he will be a free agent in January, and that's why we are giving you 12 million pounds. FC Porto tells them that this player has a buyout clause of 35 million pounds, but we've gone for between 18 and 20 because we also know he refused to put pen to paper to our contract that we gave him. And please, can you get us the money, because we've taken off close to 18 million pounds from the money we are supposed to be selling him. So a lot of things are happening in Manchester United, and I think we really need something to come upon us and God to give us a hand to see that the Glazers, if they don't improve in the way they give us money, and his board headed by Ed Woodward in negotiating these deals, plus Matt Judge, they should be bought out of this club because they are ruining the club for real. How does Jodan Sancho take all this long when he's not at Manchester United? And trust me, they are going to sign him either on Wednesday, between Wednesday and Friday, that deal will be done. And we are going to be asking them, why did it take you all this long to negotiate a deal and you didn't want to pay the same amount of money that you've paid to Borussia Dortmund to get the signature of Jodan Sancho? It will be sure as shaming, but for them it's something okay because they just want to please the fans of Manchester United, that we've brought you a player you've been wanting. So the reason as to why they delayed to sign Jodan Sancho, it's because if at all they had signed Jodan Sancho at the beginning of the transfer window, we the fans of Manchester United would have called for more signings, and that would have affected their pockets. But now they are going to reduce the pressure of fans, and we are going to start this season, or that we are going to play the remaining games very okay, and some fans will be happy at heart. But we, the people who are analysts and look at Manchester United and know how we are supposed to be looking, the fact is that's not the deal that United needs only. United needed 4 players. We needed a centre-back, we needed a midfielder whom we got, and that is Danny van Beek. We needed a right winger, that is Jodan Sancho. We needed a left back, and that's the deal for Alex Tellez that has not yet been done till now. But that's not what we need. We don't need Jodan Sancho only. He's needed, but we need more because Jodan Sancho only won't solve the problems of Manchester United. At least let us get a centre back. After centre back, no, at least let's get a left back. You never know, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer can drift to a 3-5-2 system whereby he will see either Eric Bay or Lindelof playing with Maguire and Luke Shaw in the back 3. Then Alex Tellez and Wan-Bissaka will play on the left flanks and right flanks respectively in this United team. At least when Alex Tellez comes in and Jodan Sancho, at least Ole Gunnar Solskjaer would have been given 3 out of 4 the players he requested for, which is not bad. But we need a centre back too, but I don't know whether it's going to happen. I don't know whether centre back is coming to Manchester United. This is something that really is taking me to a speed that I really can't handle anymore, as we will need United to see back to the winning track, not winning of points. We need to get points and get the trophies back at Manchester United. So that's the story I had in for now, as a Jodan Sancho bid has been made by Manchester United and it has been rejected by a team known as Borussia Dortmund. I'm Rokani. Stay tuned here for more news that is coming in here, but endeavor to subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on videos that we do upload on the daily. This means if at all after you've subscribed, you hit the notification bell, and that will help you get the notification each and every time a video is uploaded here on United Social Television. Comment, give me your comment. What do you think? Is United making a second bid? I want to see your comments in the comment section below, and I'll reply you as soon as possible. I'm Rokani. I'm out. See you later.